right. Little bit of a rant session this morning.
Yes.
Trick-or-treaters. First of all, America. Let's just start with the country as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy.
Yep. Lazy. Want to drive. See, so now that I'm in my 40s, like it's my job to give some wisdom. As a teacher, we're just not educating here. We're trying to help you be better people.
We're changing lives.
Yeah, and when it comes to trick-or-treating, first of all, let's talk about the holiday itself. Trick-or-treating is on 31st. Rain, snow, sleet, whatever. You can't just make up your own. You can't knock on somebody's door on the 30th, 29th, and just declare it Halloween. That'd be like me sitting around in April and be like, I feel like having a feast. Let's just have Thanksgiving in April. Like, first of all, Halloween is on the 31st.
Period. Now, I was encountered by a whole lot of traffic on the road in my neighborhood last night whilst walking my kids through the neighborhood. And I will say this, Riley Blair Lewis, if she's watching, my oldest child wanted to get in the back of my truck and just be driven around the neighborhood. I think it's a cultural thing that's shifted with youngins.
Yeah.
They don't want to walk. They're completely lazy. Yeah. And I said, we don't drive through like a hayride through the neighborhood.
So who texted you last night? Who sent you a text about this
in the midst of it, you text me like, this is ridiculous. I, instead of walking down the sidewalks, which my neighborhood has plenty of, walked straight down the middle of the road because I wanted all those jokers that were behind us to have to creep at 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, and if this comes off like hating, I apologize, but like I said, we're trying to help people, this younger generation, and if you're trick-or-treating, you walk. You don't ride around with your flashers on and stop at every single house and then clog up traffic as people leave. It took me longer to get out the neighborhood than it did to trick-or-treat. And that's the issue. If you are going to drive, which I do, because I have to go to my mom's house so they can see little kids stuff. If you're going to drive, you park your car, you get out, and you walk. You walk and knock on doors and get candy. You don't drive around in cars and drop them off. It's not what you do.
Yes, and quite a few adults driving with the windows down as their children are walking down the sidewalks. This goes for adults too.
Yeah, and
lazy.
And I apologize in advance if you're offended and one of you all did that. But we need to stop it. Halloween is on the 31st, and you walk when you trick or treat. You don't drive cars.
Yeah, it's interesting to me that America has such a fascination with weight loss, yet we do everything in our power to not walk. Like, it's like people will circle Kroger's parking lot for 30 minutes waiting for a close parking spot when you could get out and walk off the donut that you're about to go in there and buy.
Oh yeah, I make Kimber mad all the time. I park in the back just cause, like I ain't doing that. Nope, I ain't doing that.